We have to find these children. And that's it. We have to find these children. Where are the children?
A new report released just today is revealing major failures within the state's DFACS system. It found nearly 2,000 children have gone missing while in the state's care, and that DFACS failed to properly respond to threats to children's safety 84% of the time. 11 Alive's Latasha Givens joining us live now in studio. And Latasha, listening to these numbers, I mean, this is really alarming.
They absolutely are, Jonathan. Senator Ossoff says the reason he called for this independent investigation is because of those allegations that were reported. But some of the advocates we talked to say they didn't expect those numbers to be so high, from the failure rate to the high number of missing children.
In February, I launched a bipartisan inquiry into allegations of abuse and neglect of foster children here in Georgia.
That inquiry came amid an 11 Alive investigation, revealing the state of Georgia was using motels to house dozens of teens, often for months at a time. And these findings are equally eye-opening. According to the report, DFACS data provided to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children shows between 2018 and 2022, 1,790 children in Georgia's care went missing. Also in the report, an audit DFACS conducted back in 2022 found a failure rate of 84%. Senator Ossoff pointed to one specific case that ended in tragedy, with the mother speaking at a hearing in D.C. this week.
We heard heartbreaking testimony from Rachel Aldridge, a Georgia mother whose 2-year-old daughter, Brooklyn, was murdered while in care.
He says in that case, a proper background check was not conducted, and the mother's concerns about her daughter's safety were ignored.
We have to find these children. And that's it. We have to find these children. Where are the children?
Former Georgia State Representative Erica Adeyemi grew up in the foster care system. She's the founder of Speak Out Loud, a nonprofit advocating for foster care children.
DFACS system has to be held accountable for this. This is not a piece of paperwork gone missing. These are children.
Senator Ossoff says so far investigators have interviewed more than 100 people and are still reviewing thousands of pages of records.
If it was your child, if it was your cousin, if it was your brother, you would be screaming from the rooftops.
I will continue relentlessly to investigate failures to protect the most vulnerable children in our state.
And we asked about the status of the children, and we weren't given a clear answer other than it's in the early stages of the investigation. It's also unclear if DFACS reported each missing child to law enforcement and to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, which is required by law. We'll keep you updated as the investigation continues.
You know you will. Wow. Thank you so much, Latasha. Our 11 Alive investigators, in fact, have done several stories related to the issue, some of them that Latasha just talked about concerning the foster care system. You can see more from our Keeping series right now here on 11alive.com.